How do you do that? How do you calculate down to the 100th of a millisecond when all you have is down to the single millisecond? There's one mathematical equation you need to know in order to calculate a sample read into a unit of time. So this is where education and knowledge base being an engineer is important. Engineering is not just a word. Engineering is you are an engineer. You need to know the science. You need to understand everything that goes into your craft to the most intimate possible knowledge you possibly can in order to maximize your effectiveness as an engineer. You are an engineer. Don't be lazy. Be an engineer. Learn the math. So I'm going to show you guys what this equation is. So right here, if you want to convert samples to milliseconds, it is the number of samples divided by the sample rate times 1,000. So given our equation, we know that we are working at 48,000 samples per second because we're in 48K. And this right here, the length, this is how many samples that selection is. So it's 1,024 samples. So with that, we now have our second input data, 1,024. Now all we have to do is run this equation. Check this out. So our number of samples, which is 1,024, divided by your sample rate, which is 48,000 cycles per second, 48K, times 1,000 to give us that decimal place down to the 100th of a degree. So there we go, that's 21.3 repeating. We'll just go ahead and call that 21.33. We're gonna go back into our IO tab, where our hardware insert delay compensation tab is here. And I'm going to enter this. We're just gonna paste this number into every single tab. So now that we've entered our calculated delay time into our hardware insert delay, watch what happens whenever I push record. Look at that. It went from being over here to being right here. So we're lined up. So this is what it looks like without the hardware. We'll kick our hardware back in. Hit record, and look at that. We're delayed. And that's it, guys. We're fully delay compensated for hardware. So take the time, be a real engineer, learn the math that matters, earn that engineer badge, and wear it with pride. Thank you, guys.